There's a guy who smoked 2 packs a day for 40 years and died at 91, technically of old age, practically out of spite toward every doctor who warned him. There's also a 26-year-old marathon-running vegetarian who got hit with a cancer diagnosis nobody saw coming, least of all him. So if you were actually trying to speedrun this, on purpose, is there a real reliable method, or is your own body just going to do whatever it wants, regardless of the plan? Okay, so what's actually going on inside your cells? In one paragraph, no lecture. Your body copies its own DNA billions of times a day to make new cells, and every copy is basically a full instruction manual retyped from scratch at ridiculous speed. Type anything that many times, that fast, forever, and you're going to get typos. Most typos land somewhere harmless. Every so often, one lands in exactly the wrong spot, the part that tells a cell when to stop dividing and doesn't get proofread out. That's the whole ballgame. So if you were actually trying to speed this up on purpose, here's roughly how you do it. Step 1, become extremely, aggressively best friends with the sun. Not casual sunbathing. Competitive sunbathing. Baby oil, a reflector, 0 SPF, several hours, repeated for years until your skin has personally filed a complaint with management. UV light doesn't just tan you, it physically mangles the DNA in those skin cells on contact, which is a genuinely unhinged thing to do to yourself for a slightly different shade of tan. Step 2. Commit fully to burnt food as a personality trait. Char everything. Blacken the toast. Order your steak? Well, then keep going. Chronically scorched food carries compounds that mess with your cells in the exact same, more typos, please, direction as the sun does, just via your stomach lining instead of your shoulders. Step 3. Ignore anything your body quietly complains about for as long as humanly possible. A weird, persistent cough, heartburn that's been just heartburn for 6 years. Some chronic irritation you've simply decided is part of your personality? Now all of that means cells in that spot are being forced to regenerate over and over, way faster than normal, which is just more copies, more typos, more opportunities for something to go wrong and stay wrong. And if you really wanted to commit to the bit, step 4 is finding an actual source of high energy radiation and getting comfortable near it. Old decommissioned industrial sites. Certain occupational settings without proper shielding. This one skips the slowly accumulate typos approach entirely and goes straight to shred the instruction manual directly, which is somehow both the most effective and most obviously terrible option on this entire list. Here's the part that ruins the whole plan though. None of this actually works as reliably as it sounds, because your body isn't sitting there quietly accepting whatever damage you handed. There's an immune system running background security the entire time, and it is genuinely, almost insultingly good at its job. Most damaged cells get flagged and shut down before they ever become a real problem, like a bouncer who's seen every single trick in the book and simply isn't impressed by any of them. Which is exactly why some lifelong smokers somehow dodge this completely, and some extremely healthy people somehow don't. The bouncer wins most nights. Just not literally every single one, for literally every single person, forever. This is also where it gets genuinely exciting, because if the immune system is already doing most of the actual work, scientists have started figuring out how to give it better equipment. Some cancer cells develop a kind of disguise, basically a fake ID that tells your immune system nothing to see here, move along. Newer treatments are specifically built to rip that fake ID right out of its hands. Other approaches go even further, pulling a patient's own immune cells out of the body, running them through what's essentially special forces training so they specifically recognize that one exact cancer, and sending them back in as a squad that knows precisely who they're looking for. This isn't a hypothetical future thing. It's happening in hospitals right now. So if the question was fastest way, the honest answer is frustratingly split down the middle. Some of it really is just luck genetics, bad odds, nothing you did wrong. But a genuinely large chunk of it is stuff you actually control. Skin that never had to file a formal complaint. Lungs that never spent 40 years inhaling smoke. Weird symptoms that got checked out in year 1 instead of ignored until year 6. none of that guarantees anything. That's the annoying part of a system built on probability instead of certainty. But probability moves. You can actually push it. Which means, weirdly, the real fastest way to raise your odds is just doing absolutely nothing differently, forever, and hoping the bouncer stays undefeated on your behalf indefinitely.